Heyo, Svetikas here! I'm finally free to work as I please, and I was so very happy to draw something from the poll I tweeted out on the 1st of April. Danganronpa, happy trigger habit. If you wish to contribute to future uploads, check out my Twitter. The next poll is already up. Let's see what it's going to be. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Habit is a murder mystery game that casts players in the role of Makoto Naegi, a student of Hope's Peak Academy, who finds himself trapped in the game of mutual killing among his peers. As Wikipedia says, it's much more than this of course, but to not spoil anything, I will refrain from over-explaining. The people that are familiar with the game and saw the hint that I posted after the votes were finished gathering would have seen this coming a while ago. But my favorite is indeed Byakuya Togami. No surprises here. He is the ultimate affluent progeny. Directly translated from Japanese, it basically means he's a super high school level heir. He's loaded with both cash and attitude. And I live for that. On the poll I mentioned I would add a bit of my opinion to his fandom and game alike, so bear with me. Danganronpa is one of my favorite fandoms. It inspired me so very much creatively, like the birth of multiple OCs with ultimate talents of their own. Like Hibiki, who starred briefly in my channel introduction, and Maxine, who was the main focus of the Bigger, Better, Stronger animation meme I made in 2019. It was such a comforting space for me back then. If I could, I would relive those precious moments again. And yet still, I actually have to confess that Danganronpa 1 isn't my favorite from this trilogy. It's not bad or anything, it does a lot of legwork in building the setting and the world around it, but I'm much more drawn to the second. The third is also just beautiful. Maybe because the follow-ups don't need to carry that burden of building the setting up again, but can focus more on creating truly wonderful characters with the best of backstories. My ultimately favorite characters from each game are Togami Byakuya, duh, Gundam Tanaka, and Kokichi Ilma. Yes, I am an edgelord, don't judge me. It's truly astounding for me to see that this fandom is still alive and kicking with such a big break between the second and the third installment. The first was dropped 2010, the second 2012, and since then has been 5 years till V3 dropped in 2017. And it's been booming since. Maybe not boiling over like Genshin Impact, but the community is still creating fan-made Danganronpa-inspired RPs and fan games. That talks about a lot of dedication and love. Sadly, I don't believe that another game will be dropping again since the story is more or less finished. They told the story they wanted to tell. If you plan on getting into Danganronpa, I strongly advise you do not watch Danganronpa the animation. It's not bad. It's like trying to squeeze probably 100 hours of content into 13 24-minute long episodes. That doesn't work like that. Do yourself a favor and get the game on Steam or get it on Switch. To truly see all the story in the right order, I will leave you a guide in the description below. It may be a bit confusing to some, but do not fret, you will surely enjoy yourself anyway. Maybe I will, but maybe I won't, but I can see myself drawing some of the other characters in Danganronpa 1 in the future. Let's see how this video turns out. If you want to see another fandom getting some art from me, then do not be afraid to comment underneath the video. But without any further ado, pull the curtains! Thank you so much for watching this video, it means a lot to me,